I can't believe we're here, season 3.
Season 4 soon, right?
Sure, yeah. You said that's a legally binding contract, right? If we say it on camera, yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm sure it works like that,
I mean,
but sure.
why not?
Let's try it. Yeah.
How do you feel about going into the 3rd season now that you're an established show and you sort of?
Well, I still feel like you're tricking me and you're not actually filming that. And like, no, I feel so humble and grateful. Last night we had a screening of the first episode with a room full of fans, and like, I cry at everything, but I just feel so moved, especially like in this landscape with like 500 scripted shows to have just found our niche and like a group of people who love the show. I think you'd be a monster to take that for granted, and I never will. So, 3rd season is...
So I've asked you in the past about Buffy. So I have to ask you again. Have you heard about the reboot?
I did last night.
So what do you think?
Well, I think Buffy, I would not be here today without Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Joss Whedon, and I guess my parents as well. I should maybe shout them out.
Maybe.
Look, it's always hard to do remakes, right? But I guess I would say Joss Whedon is a very incredible writer. I want to have an open mind about it, you know? And I honestly, how can you fault more female heroines, you know, kicking vampire ass? I'm like, I always got more time for that. So I wish they'd asked me to help. Like, I started writing at a time when like Twilight and Vampire Diaries and Buffy, of course, like were in the zeitgeist. So I sort of felt like they had been done. So it was just pleasurable to get to a point on Wynonna where I was like, I think we can do vampires, you know? Like, I think we've earned one episode of just vampires coming off a stripper bus. That's how you know you've made it. You can keep your Emmys. That's how you know. Yeah, there's always time for more vampires, but God, when you just talk about all the supernatural creatures and demons, I mean, I'm going to need at least 12 seasons to finish it, so yeah.
So previously, you told me, a pilot is different from episode 2. And
Yes.
Season 2 is different from
Yes.
episode 2. So how is season 3 different from
Great
season
question,
2?
Eric. Well, we didn't do things very traditionally on Wynonna Earp, as you know. First season is always just like, honestly, kind of a battle royale with a bunch of different personalities of like, what is this show? Like, people who don't think the female characters can be funny, or it's going to be too gay, or she shouldn't kick so much ass, or she can't be vulnerable and sexy. So I feel like first season is just about really fighting to make the show what it is and lean into the strengths. And lots of times you see shows that unfortunately just don't get there, you know what I mean? Season 2, I was all ready to go. I felt confident, and then Melanie just had to take it up a notch. She got a little bit pregnant, not treating it a little bit pregnant. And season 2 is such a weird time to have a pregnancy on the show, but again, it just fit in with Wynonna Earp being so unconventional. And again, it was sort of a challenge that ultimately, I feel, turned out to be such a blessing, because I don't know if you know this, but 9 months after you're pregnant, you apparently have to have a baby. The baby has to come out. So we knew at the end of the season she was going to have a baby, and it actually kind of grounded the series in a weird way. So season 3, I felt like I had a free runway, but that was almost terrifying too, I was like, there's no pregnancy to hide behind. We really have to kind of like hit the ground running. But thank God this cast has just never been better. God, they're so good and they're so committed, and I know what they're capable of. So I like to think the show feels quite confident. I know that the fans are going to be there for it. They're going to be there for the twists and turns. But we did make some insane decisions, and I can't take them back now. I simply can't. So, yeah.
And knowing the actors' voices, does it make it easier at this point?
I think so.
Seemingly effortless?
It's never easy, and if you think it's easy, you're dead. You have to be terrified as a writer. Every year I'm like, how did past Emily do this? I honestly have no idea. But I think that's important. I think you should be scared, and you should always want to challenge yourself. I do think knowing what the actors are capable of and what the characters sound like is one thing that is easier. It does get easier, so... Sorry.
On the dolls, Wynonna, and Doc sort of ongoing triangle.
Right.
What do you think about the fan theories that say OT3?
Wow, well, I don't know if we're that kind of show. 10 p.m. cable, just kidding, we're totally that type of show. I say I don't hate that idea. I think it's amazing. Sometimes I think Dolls and Doc have more chemistry than Wynonna does with both of them, so there you go. I think anything could happen. What I like about this show is, and I hope it comes out, is that I like that Dolls and Doc are grown-ups as well. Like, look, they started out being rivals, but they're good men. They respect each other, they like each other, and like they respect her decision, or if she doesn't even make a decision yet, you know what I mean? So I just feel like that feels a little more 2018, maybe even 2019. So yes. I'd say I'm never getting mad if fans are like, can we have more sexy people together? I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah.
Speaking of the baby, are we gonna see the baby return?
Nope.
Oh,
I think no.
Season 20?
Yeah, season 20. Yeah, exactly. You give me season 20, I'll give you a baby. Yeah, exactly. Played by Meryl Streep. Huge surprise. She's interested. No, I don't want to say no exactly, but I think we fought so hard to get that baby to safety. I feel you undermine your own story if you're like, just kidding, she's in the potato shed. So, but the specter of the baby is everywhere this year.
All right. In that case, I'm going to ask this question in a weird way.
Okay.
Peacemaker glowing blue.
I have to go. They said time. I'm so sorry. It definitely won't happen again this season, except it might, and you might get answers. So.
Okay.